Unit 14, The Era of the Tiger in Victorian England. December 26th. Jane Eyre is an orphan brought up in England during the Victorian era. She's sent to stay with her cruel aunt, who quickly decides to transfer her to Lowood boarding school. Jane has trouble adapting to her new surroundings since the school's headmaster, Mr. Brocklehurst, is an abusive hypocrite. Although he instills the idea in his students that poverty is pleasing to God, he secretly uses the school's money to make himself rich. After an outbreak of typhus, Mr. Brocklehurst is forced to leave when the school officials discover the horrifying living conditions at the school. After graduating from Lowood, Jane becomes a tutor at Thornfield Manor, where she falls madly in love with Rochester, her employer. One day, he unexpectedly proposes to her, and she agrees to marry him. Yet, on their wedding day, Jane's life falls apart as she finds out that Rochester already has a wife named Bertha Mason. Devastated by the news, Jane flees and becomes homeless. Fortunately, she encounters some unexpected good news. A missionary named St. John takes her in, telling her that her uncle left her a large fortune in his will. St. John also informs her that she's his cousin and asks her to marry him. After considering his proposal, Jane turns him down because she still loves Rochester. One day, Jane believes that she hears Rochester calling her name. She rushes back to Thornfield, only to find the ruins of the manor. She later learns that it was Bertha who set fire to the manor and that she died in the blaze. Even though Rochester lost his eyesight and one of his hands, Jane decides to give their relationship another try, and they get married. 2 years later, Rochester gains his vision back in one eye, just in time to witness the birth of their first son.